Okay, so it is the next day. Last time you saw us, we were having lunch at Merriman's and it was amazing. Right now we are heading to our cabana. We have another day of cabana awaiting us. We actually just got massages this morning. It was fantastic.
That's right.
As you can see, it is another gorgeous day here at the Mauna Kea Beach Resort, I think is what it's called.
Yeah,
that's the full
long
title.
name, but we got it down now.
Yeah, but another day in paradise. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
In our cabana here, this is our view. I was telling Steve, okay, so it's a little hard to see because we have all this greenery here, but the water looks so much more blue and vibrant today. I think maybe it's just because we weren't here at this time of day yesterday. We were at lunch.
So now we get full sunlight on it. So yesterday we kind of wrapped up around 12 o'clock. So
yeah.
It is a whole hour later. It makes a big difference. So, but yeah, we're just gonna hang out here. Likely get some food and drink delivered to our cabana,
right,
and just rest, relax. I'll probably go out in the ocean. Mike probably won't, but we'll see how adventurous he is a little bit later.
Okay, so we have just placed our order. Steve went with the Mauna Kea Mai Tai, which we've had a lot here. I'm gonna try something else. I'm trying something called the Frederico. This is the Mauna Kea signature cocktail, the Frederico.
Well, I read the ingredients. I wasn't impressed with the ingredients.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's Jack Daniels, right?
Yeah, so it says Mauna Kea's signature cocktail, Bacardi Light Rum, Jack Daniels whiskey blended with tropical juices. It's okay. It's like it's missing something.
Okay.
It's very cold. It's very refreshing, I guess. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of blended cocktails, but this is fine. It's gonna melt really, really fast. I would go with the Mai Tai.
Want me to try it to figure out what's missing?
Yes.
Okay. So as Mike said, it's melting rapidly.
Yeah.
So here we go. It's missing a sour element.
Okay.
And because it's blended, you don't get like that punch, that little tiny hint of what the alcohol is in it at all.
Right.
So
I agree.
This is almost like a smoothie, like what I'm seeing.
Sort of,
Feeling
yeah.
like it's
And the funny thing, it's $18. So it's $1 more than the Mai Tai.
it's pretty small.
It's $1 more than the Mai Tai. I would go with the Mai Tai.
Yeah.
And so what Steve has is the Mauna Kea Mai Tai. Again, it's $17.
Yeah.
Old Lahaina silver rum, dark rum, tropical fruit juices, orgeat, and orange curacao.
I mean, it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And it has a great, gradation of color that you typically see in a Mai Tai, which
Right.
is what you want. Excuse me, I'm going to blend it first
Well,
before
you
I take a
should,
drink.
for
Yes.
sure, yes. Blend it by blowing into the straw.
Caleb would be so proud.
Yes.
All right, here we go. It's Mai Tai. It's
fabulous,
great.
right?
Yes, it's exactly what you want. And I like that they have the accoutrement on top as well.
Right.
So you still get your
You just
garnish.
place it on top of the plastic lid.
But yeah, for any reason you end up vacationing here, this took a long time.
It did, yes, it did.
So it might be worth your time to actually walk over to the bar and get it if you're thirsty. But
Right.
we also had food come with us, so I think that's what slowed it down. So they try to have
Probably.
everything come together. So, but yeah, it's a great Mai Tai.
And as Steve mentioned, we did order food. I got their signature burger. This is the How Tree Burger. Brioche bun, lettuce, tomato, onion, and choice of cheddar or Swiss. I got it with cheddar, and I upgraded $3 extra, and you can get French fries, because normally this is served with chips.
And I ordered the club sandwich. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? That's what we do. This comes on a toasted wheat bread, turkey, bacon, lettuce, no tomato because you know I don't like that, avocado, and Dijonnaise spread, but it looks pretty tasty.
So, mine is really, really good. Again, I got it's a basic burger.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me of the burger at like Sci-Fi Dine-In,
Okay.
which isn't a bad thing. Like, it doesn't hold a candle to the burger we had yesterday at Merriman's,
Right.
but it's kind of what you want. Like, we're just lazy. We're chilling out. We're lazing around here on the beach. It's fine. It's doing its job.
If we wanted a culinary experience, we got dressed up and gone somewhere else. We're just
Who wants to do that?
relaxing. Yeah.
Not today. We did that
Exactly.
yesterday. All right, so I'm not sure if anyone noticed, but I was wearing a brand new pair of sunglasses. I just got them this morning. I decided to take a dip in the ocean. I lost them immediately.
Yeah.
And that's not the only thing.
Yeah, I can't tell the time because apparently my Apple Watch, the sea is an unforgiving entity and now can tell time. So that's great. Tell time with style with sunglasses on. So
So here we are.
yay.
Okay, so we are back in our room. We're both a little jaded because, like I said, we went to that little excursion into the ocean. Steve lost his Apple Watch. I lost my brand new pair of glasses. And here's the thing, you're probably wondering, like, I don't remember you guys going shopping for glasses. The sunglasses were actually part of a free gift that Steve gets from this work vacation. We received a little card, and so this morning we went to the front lawn where you get to redeem that card for a pair of Oakley or Ray-Ban sunglasses. A really, really nice treat that Steve's work provides the people on this trip. I picked out this really fun pair of Oakleys. I lost them immediately. But I think we're going to just kind of relax now. It's almost 4 o'clock. So I think we're just gonna kind of relax a little bit and then freshen up and go out to dinner. All right, and here we are again. As we mentioned in our previous video, we are back for dinner tonight at Merriman's Regional Restaurant.
So typically on a vacation, we like to try new things, but we know we absolutely love this place.
Yeah.
And we've actually kind of hopped around quite a bit in previous vacations here that we know what to expect with other restaurants. And we know we expect that this place is going to be an amazing dinner no matter what. So we're excited to revisit again for dinner. You all know we did lunch, but dinner is where it's at.
All right, so we have sat down, and right away I want to take a look at the menu. It is a prix dinner, a taste of Waimea. So we'll get to choose a first course, an entree, and a dessert. The price is $95 per person, $32 for children. So on the flip side, it appears there is a wine pairing option that goes along with the prix menu, and you'll get 4 half glasses, 3 ounces each.
So we just sat down, and I'll tell you, from daytime to nighttime, the ambiance is completely different. It's much more romantic right now. The lights are a little bit low. We got candlelight on our table. Still very busy, a bustling restaurant. So the excitement's in the air. We're definitely excited about this dinner. So Mike did say that we're going to do the wine pairing option, but we're going to start with a cocktail because we know the signature cocktail here for me is the Mai Tais. So I'm definitely going to order that just because I love that foam that they put on top.
Awesome. As you saw, our cocktails have arrived. Steve is getting some pictures for our Instagram right now.
All right, so this is Mike's cocktail. It's called the Shiso Manhattan.
Yes, so it's an Old Forester bourbon Manhattan made with organic red shisho and herb-infused vermouth.
Okay.
And it said they never use sugar or bitters in their Manhattans here, so. That's good. It's a different riff on the Manhattan. One thing I also noticed with all the foam, and there's some little ice chunks in there, they definitely shook it versus stirring, so I guess we'll let Steve be the judge on that, but I like it.
You shouldn't normally shake a Manhattan if it's a traditional Manhattan. I do not know what shiso is. It might be a juice, but typically speaking, you only shake a cocktail if it has a juice in it. So we'll see. We'll taste it out, see how it does. All right.
I'm guessing you don't like it.
So when you have a Manhattan, typically it's very spicy. You get that sweet vermouth that comes across on it. The bourbon definitely has that kick on the back end on this one. This one's lacking that spice. You get a little bit of the bourbon, but you almost get kind of a Campari flavor to it, so it's got a little bit of bitterness on the top of it. It would be a very good boulevardier, that's what I would probably call it, versus Manhattan.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a real reason for me to review mine. I mean, we've had this already before.
Well, that was a different video,
yes. So this one is their signature Mai Tai with the Lilapoi foam on top, so I'm going to mix it in just a bit to make sure you get that dark rum, and the juice is down below, but still amazing. And brought to the table as a gift from the chef is a nice offering of fresh pineapple with Hawaiian sea salt in the center with some lightly dusted on top.
I'm gonna go ahead and add a little more salt to it.
Sprinkle a little bit on top, good.
There you go. I like that. I feel like the salt is very, very good. That's what you get most of that flavor. I'm guessing this is like, amuse-bouche. It's a palate cleanser. Really nice way to start the dinner.
Perfect. Apparently we're going to salt our pineapple moving forward.
I'm not sure if I were you, I'm not sure if I would add more salt.
The extra? Okay.
It was a lot of salt.
Awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely. Enjoy.
Okay, so again, out of character for me, I have decided to start with the Hawaiian Poke. This is a catch of the day with some crushed avocado, scallions, sweet potato chips. It looks so good.
And then for me, I got the potato gnocchi, and this is with a beef ragu. It looks very decadent and pretty heavy for a starter, so I'm kind of excited, but I expect to share a lot of this with Mike because he's so adventurous over there with his poke, right? So I think this is going to be a shareable course.
Very adventurous because it's on a bed of avocado as well.
Oh,
so let's not
you weren't
forget
thinking about that. So there's big chunks of meat here, and we got the gnocchi on top. I'm pretty excited about this. I don't know why they call this a starter. This is entree quality.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's very decadent, very rich. The beef is cooked very well. And then the gnocchi is not overpowering. Sometimes it can be kind of doughy. I think it complements everything very well. Just a little bit of avocado, not too much, please. So while Mike's chewing, I'll have to admit, poke is always so fresh, so you're never going to get that seafoody flavor. It's very meaty, it's very delicious. I'm reviewing it as if I haven't even had it, right?
I don't need to talk. No, it's really, really good. There's a lot of really good flavor there. As you said, it is meaty. Really, really good. I will say this though, I'm not crazy about the sweet potato chips. They're not as crunchy as I guess I would like them to be. I feel like it's kind of a weird
texture.
It's a weird
kind
texture
of a chew. It's got a chew.
Yeah, it's not what I would marry the poke.
Is it sweet potato or taro?
It says it's sweet potato.
Okay. Well,
it says it's Okinawa sweet potato chips.
You could skip the chips and just eat it with a fork. Yeah.
Very good though. I like it.
Okay, so something awesome happened. So the chef has been trying out some new entrees, and he saw that we were out here vlogging, so he decided to try out these new items with us, right? So that's pretty cool.
They look really good.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to repeat as best as I possibly can, but it's a taro mix cake on top of a red Kool-Aid is what they said. So it looks like it's a tomato base on top of this. You got some mushrooms on that. I see the taro crusted potato cake on top with a little bit of broccolini as well.
Oh wow.
Looks really tender.
Yeah, it is. It looks very, very hot.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. That is really, really good. I love that. And it's cooked perfectly. It's nice and hot on the outside. It's got a nice crispy texture on the outside. I love that tomato ragu. You're going to be able to describe this a lot better than I can, but I just want, it's really good. I like it.
This is my first impression. With the tomato Kool-Aid on the bottom, it has like a nice, rich, like marinara flavor to it.
Yeah.
And with the texture of this potato cake, it's almost like a rip on a chicken parmesan on top of that. And then you have the potato in there. It's almost like a portobello version of it as well. So the flavors are really, really good. They marry very well. You get the meatiness of the portobello on that, the crunchiness of the potato cake, and then the savory tomato base on top of this. This is really good.
It kind of reminded me of like arancini or like a risotto ball.
It did, like with the crunch on the outside. So based on the fact that there's no meat in there, I would actually order this. I don't know why, but I typically veer away from anything that's meatless. This is actually pretty savory for what it is.
Yeah.
Right? Well done, chef. Well done.
Okay, so our wine pairing has arrived, and to start with flight course 1, we've got a nice little glass of champagne, and we also got a nice rosé. This was a little bit delayed. I think it was because of our cocktails.
We messed it up. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I do have to love that each course has two wines, right?
Does it?
Yeah, so we have first course is this and that, next course is this and that.
No, the flight course 2, it's a choice.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Because she did
I got really
say,
excited here for a second.
yeah, because I think you're getting the red and I'm getting the white.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just swapped our starters. Mike does have my gnocchi now.
Right. Oh, that's a big bite.
Right, it's a big bite.
Take a big bite like that?
It's a very hearty bite.
Okay.
See, I told you.
Oh, wow. That is very, very good. Completely different from the poke, but just as delicious, just as flavorful. Wow.
I guess I think it could stand up as an entree, right?
Oh yes, for certain.
Yeah, like it's definitely filling. So
Yeah.
I'm happy we swapped out, so I get a little bit of a different flavor before I get into my steak, which is another filling thing.
Right. So the poke definitely light, refreshing. This is very savory, very hearty, comfort food. And now Steve is going to check out the poke.
So I told Mike I've been doing seafood all week long.
Yeah.
And tonight I want to do beef. So I did like that savory, like, beef, ragu, gnocchi over there, and then I'm doing steak. But you can't beat fresh seafood.
You can't.
It is so good. And yes, this poke, this fish beats Arizona fish, hands down. But I'm going to try it with the chip, like Mike said, to see what the consistency issue might be. So I'll do that right now.
Okay.
I think it goes well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't a fan, but this is why we switch, because you're going to get a different reaction.
It provides the appropriate texture that you want.
Okay.
So it gives that nice little crunch. Gives you a little bit of flavor, but it's not overpowering, which is what you really want for the poke. The poke needs to shine. So
That's true, yes.
the chip is just delivering the poke into the mouth.
Okay.
So it's good.
Not gonna lie, Steve and I have passed back and forth our appetizers like 3 times because we can't decide which is better. They're both very, very different, but both delicious.
They're absolutely amazing. I don't think I ordered properly, if I'm to be honest.
I didn't want to say anything, but
No, of course you did. I didn't order properly. So this is, like I said, a very rich, savory starter to go with a steak afterwards.
and I guess you could say the same for me because I got poke to start, and I'm also getting some seafood for dinner.
So these are couple goals because we are so willing to share and cross our plates across the table. That allows for us to get a little bit of a diverse palate throughout the entire meal. For sure.
So this is the first one on your list, as well for you.
Thank you.
And then the second one right behind it.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, so she just brought us our next wines. I was very confused, and now I understand what you were saying earlier. So I get 2 whites, and you get 2 reds.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we also have 2 to start. So it's very confusing.
They're just throwing wine at you. So one thing I also wanted to mention, because I'm sure you already can see in our video, this is a pretty loud restaurant. There's a lot, it's good. It's a fun, energetic environment. A lot of tables having a good conversation, so there's a lot of buzz in the air.
And it kind of has a cathedral set up for the building structure, so the noise does carry. And again, it's pretty intimate, like probably 24 tables. And the thing on top of that is that we know probably half the restaurant here as well on top of that. So this is making for a very interesting night for us.
Right, for sure.
Thank you.
The heirloom carrots, white shrimp, and peanut butter potatoes. We have the macadamia nut crusted mahi with the broccolini, jasmine rice, with the mushroom satay reduction. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, a little bit of a surprise for me. I got the fresh catch. So tonight it is a mahi mahi. It's macadamia nut crusted, and they've served it with some broccolini, mushroom, miso reduction, and we got some jasmine rice. It smells delicious.
And for me, I went pretty traditional, so I did the 6-ounce USDA prime beef tenderloin and Pacific white shrimp. This has jalapeno whipped potatoes, roasted seasonal Waimea vegetables, and an herb butter that you see right on top of that steak. This looks really good. I guarantee we're going to be sharing both these entrees, just like we did on our first course. It falls apart. That's a good sign.
All right. This fish is very flaky, very delicious, cooked beautifully. And our server, when I asked her what she recommended, she said, "You're gonna die for this sauce." The sauce is amazing. It's very buttery, a lot of good flavor in there, complements the fish perfectly. Really, really like this.
So steak on its own, it's delicious. It's USDA prime. You know it's going to be tender, cooked perfectly, and the herb butter on top of it's very good. But this dish is more than just a steak. Even though the steak's really good, I'm going to try some of the sides here. So this is one that I was looking forward to. Definitely Southwest flavors. It's a jalapeno whipped potato. So let's go see what the flavors are like here. So very interesting. Our waitress actually said the jalapeno whipped potatoes are not going to be hot or spicy. She's right. So it has all the flavor, everything you would expect from jalapeno without the heat on it. So me being from Arizona, I kind of want to heat, but this is all the flavor without the heat. So those that are concerned about something too spicy, this is the way to go.
So now Steve is gonna go ahead and try some of the shrimp.
All right, the shrimp is really good. Now you notice that the white shrimp is kind of all over the menu, right? So we saw one on the appetizer, we saw a few different areas.
Yeah.
There's a reason why. This is very well cooked, almost like on a open like roast or stove, or I don't know. It has like a nice like charred like flavor quality to it, but really good, not overcooked. I think that's kind of the shining star behind the steak. The steak's good. This is the next round. I like it a lot. For my meal, every single item individually is very good. I'm kind of struggling to feel how they all work together.
Oh, really?
Overall, each item is very strong on its own. It just seems like an odd combo. Not bad. Not perfectly balanced, but overall pretty good.
And we are now on dessert. For dessert, I got the Waialua chocolate purse, and it's got some salted caramel and vanilla ice cream. It looks so good. And I don't know how to pronounce that, but she said it means congratulations.
Here I ordered the pineapple macadamia nut bread pudding. It looks decadent. I'm excited. And same exact congratulations we have over here.
Go ahead. Oh, do I eat this part?
I don't know. Are you supposed to eat that?
I don't know. I did. Seemed fine.
All right, try opening it up and we'll see.
Oh, wow.
All right, so what do you think? Are you supposed to eat it?
I don't think I've ever had this dessert before, like a chocolate purse. I don't know how to eat this. Oh my gosh.
It smells good.
I just got a whiff of it.
It smells good from here.
It smells so good. It smells like a Valrhona chocolate souffle. Oh yeah.
Your kind of dessert, right?
Very much so. Very rich, very decadent.
We had to ask for instructions.
Yeah. She came by and I was just like, I will be honest with you, I've never had this before and I don't know how to eat it. She said it's all edible, so we're good. And now Steve is going to dig into his dessert. His looks, you know me, I love chocolate, but his looks amazing too.
So it's pineapple macadamia nut bread pudding, so sounds delicious. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Really?
Oh my. I love caramel. This is a caramel hit. Caramel bomb. Macadamia nuts give it a nice crunch. Overall, this is like hitting all my perfect notes. Like, I'm getting blondie notes, I'm getting that caramel, I'm getting macadamia nut, savory, it's so good. But I want to try it with the vanilla ice cream, but overall, I'm very happy with this. So another successful dining experience at Merriman's. Again, we recommend this place highly. Anytime you're here at the Big Island, you got to check it out.
Yeah.
The food was amazing. The options and the selection and diversity was phenomenal, right?
Right, yes. I feel like there's definitely something for everyone here.
Yes. Albeit the menu was a little bit confusing with the wine pairing stuff.
A little bit, yeah.
But we got through it. They served it to us. So
yeah.
But they took care of us. They definitely took care of us. Even though it was like some moments of some slow service, they made up for it with extra glass of Prosecco, that extra appetizer as well. So all we can say is you gotta come here.
Yeah. Okay, so right now we are walking around waiting for our taxi, and Steve is making fun of my pants. So we're in Hawaii, and so I thought I would pack my linen pants because I have nowhere else I can wear them except in Hawaii. But like the thing with linen pants is that they kind of like, I don't know.
These ones are not linen pants. These are parachute pants in a linen format. Like, you know, Mike, I mean, like, look at that bunching. Did you buy this as if you were 6'4"?
No, No, I think they started out fine, but I think just because of like it's humid and everything, it just kind of like got loose.
It got loose. Yeah.
Now I'm very like I'm glad we were sitting at a table
Yes.
the entire night, so nobody saw. So
We're all good. We're all good. We're all good. Again, though, we're still. So one thing we have to mention about this restaurant:
Yes.
transportation is a thing.
It's a little tricky. It's not too difficult to get out here. It's trickier getting back to your resort.
We find that in most islands, not even just big islands.
Right.
So
We had the same. So we went to Mama's Fish House. Is that on Maui?
it's in Maui, yeah.
Same situation.
You could take a car out there. Getting back is a bit tricky.
Right.
So we had to like schedule our lift proactively ahead of our reservation. So we thought this is going to take 2.5 hours. Ended up being 2 hours. So we're just hanging out here for 30 minutes, just walking around the grounds, making fun of Mike's linen pants, just waiting for our driver to show up. But just know that if you come out here, you have to proactively figure out your whole transportation situation.